billionaire house tier list. Go.
From a $2 billion mega mansion to a $50,000 tiny home,
50K.
this is the billionaire house tier list. Vladimir Putin has a net worth of $200 billion and he's got a palace with an underground bunker. S tier. Mark Zuckerberg bought 1,000 football fields of land in Hawaii so he could build a massive compound with a self-sustaining.
Yeah, I heard about that. The compound in Hawaii, and it's like an underground city he's trying to build or something like that. What do y'all think about that? I think I heard something about that.
Zuckerberg bought 1,000 football fields of land in Hawaii so he could build a massive compound with a self-sustainable underground bunker over a...
Oh, it's a bunker, not a city. But it's still self-sustainable though. That's S tier.
Houses including 2 mansions and a web of disc-shaped tree houses connected by rope bridges. Solid B tier. In 1984, Steve Jobs bought a California mansion called the Jackling House. It was designed in 1925 by famous architect.
I love those. I love those design type of houses for some reason.
Bought a California mansion called the Jackling House. It was designed in 1925 by famous architect George Washington Smith for famous rich guy Daniel Jackling. Steve Jobs wanted to burn it down. California said no, because of its historical significance. Steve Jobs really wanted to burn it down. He went on record calling the house a dump. He said Jackling had no taste and that George Washington Smith was a nobody. He then abandoned the...
I just like the design. I don't know about the inside. I like the design of it. I don't know if it may be a dump on the inside. I'm not sure.
And let it rot for 10 years. The house became such a mess that he was finally given permission to destroy it. 8 months later, he died, making the brutal destruction of this innocent house one of Steve Jobs' final victories.
Wow, R.P. Steve Jobs, man.
Get why you hated on this house so much? I'd say it's a strong C tier. World famous pharmaceutical salesman El Chapo had a peak net worth of $12 billion. He was said to have houses at every single beach and a ranch in every single state. He also had the government looking for him at every single state. House. So rather than living in his luxurious mansions, he was forced to stay in discreet safe houses to avoid the law. These unassuming homes had hidden escape routes, connecting Chapo to a network of underground tunnels that allowed him to escape.
Nah, that's crazy. Every that ain't funny, but every bunker or whatever he was in had an escape route. Is wild, dude. Like, how long does it take for somebody to build all of those under his special houses that he stayed in?
Had hidden escape routes, connecting Chapo to a network of underground tunnels that allowed him to escape capture and keep his drug empire running. This man was a Harriet Tubman of crack. Solid F tier. Donald Trump's official residence is a 17-acre Florida resort called Mar-a-Lago. After buying it in 1985, Donald made a few changes. In his yard, he put an 80-foot tall American flag. In his bathroom, he added a few classified documents from the White House. But the biggest change he made was turning the property into an exclusive club. For a $200,000 entry fee, you could become a Mar-a-Lago member and hang out with rich people. Like Jeffrey.
Oh, so it's actually like a little country club. Wow, I didn't know that. $200,000 is crazy though.
He was a member of Trump's club until 2007 when he got
kicked out. Is that Epstein?
Hang out with rich people. Like Jeffrey Epstein. He was a member of Trump's club until 2007 when he got kicked out for hitting on a teenager. Classic Jeffrey. The club's been printing.
Whoa, that's the actual doc file.
When he got kicked out for hitting on a teen.
Whoa. But didn't they say Trump part of Epstein Island list or whatever? Like, didn't Elon Musk say that?
Classic Jeffrey. The club's been printing over $20 million a year, making Mar-a-Lago one of Trump's most lucrative investments. It's a somewhat controversial house, but it is a nice place. Being the Queen of England has a lot of perks. You get the coolest jewelry collection of all time. You get to drive a Bentley limo without needing a license. You get to pay taxes when you feel like it. But the coolest part of being the queen is living in the $5 billion Buckingham Palace. This 775 room behemoth.
775 rooms, man. What do you need with that many rooms?
Everything you need to be the ultimate rich person. You got a throne room, a multi-billion-dollar art gallery, London's biggest private garden, and an ATM in your basement so you can take out a break and flex on your 800 staff members. This place is so big, it has its own zip code. I think I'm too poor to even be looking at this house. Larry Page, the co-founder of Google, has 5 private islands. What is Larry Page doing on his 5 private islands? Nearby locals haven't noticed anything unusual except for a few helicopters. But in a 2013 conference, we may have gotten a glimpse into the answer.
So there's many exciting and important things you could do that you just can't do because they're illegal. But maybe we should set aside a small part of the world.
Nah, come on, bro. You gotta worry that better, gang. Come on, don't say it like that, cause now you sound like a creep a little bit. Like, come on, man. Come on, you gotta worry that better.
Can't do because they're illegal. But maybe we should set aside.
What do you want to do that's illegal, sir? Somebody need to ask that question.
small part of the world where we can try out some new things and figure
And then look at his eyebrows when he what? Whoa, hold on. No, he got to be investigated.
set aside a small part of the world where we can try out some new things
Look at his eyebrows move.
and figure out what is the effect on society, what's the effect on people.
So in case you can't read between the lines, Larry Page is using his islands to perform human experiments on children. S tier. In a 2010 letter,
But I'm just saying, like, he talking about S tier, but yo, that dude was wild. He was wild. Berkshire, that's one, but
shareholders, stock market genius Warren Buffett said that his third best investment was his house. In 1958, he bought a $30,000 home in a quiet neighborhood of Omaha, Nebraska. The property is now worth over 40.
wow, I saw this on the internet the other day. So this is really his house for real. I mean, he really bought this house. I didn't know. I thought it was like, you know how to be having like fake stuff on the internet. I didn't know it was real though.
$1,000 home in a quiet neighborhood of Omaha, Nebraska. The property is now worth over 40 times what he bought it for, which might seem like an amazing financial return. However, if he had instead invested that $30K into the stock market, he would have made $3 million.
Wow.
The reason Buffett considers his house such a good investment is not because of numbers, but because of the memories it brought him and his family.
That's definitely between for the story and the nostalgia, like I said, what it brought to him. That's between S tier and A tier.
In India, dropped $2 billion on a 27-story mega mansion in the middle of the hood.
Yo,
Creative visionary
go back.
richest man in India dropped $2 billion on a 27-story mega mansion in the
Yo, 27 stories is fire. That's S tier automatically.
of the hood.
Automatically.
Creative visionary Kanye West said this in a 2018 interview.
I'm gonna be one of the biggest real estate developers of all time. I'm tired of the McMansions, all the Spanish roof homes and stuff like that. Like,
Spanish roof.
that shit whack, bro. Like, everybody house whack. It's trash.
Okay.
Kanye bought this house in
Is it his
2023.
house?
It was originally a church in Los Angeles that he planned to use for his Donda Academy school, but it's since been left to rot. In 2019, Kanye started building massive dome-shaped
Yeah, I remember these dome houses. I remember this.
inspired by Star Wars that he believed would revolutionize affordable housing. He was seconds away from solving the homelessness crisis when California shut him down because they already have tents for that. Recently, Kanye bought a $57 million Malibu home.
Yo, I like that home. Hold on, let me get that frame.
Because
Hold
they
on.
already have tents for that. Recently, Kanye bought a
I like this right here, but like 57 million for that, I don't know. It's nice, but like, I don't know about that.
$7 million Malibu home, paid someone 20 grand a week to destroy it, then listed it back up for sale for $4 million less than what he bought it for. And on top of that, the guy that he paid to destroy it, turns out he never paid him. So now he's also getting sued. After taking L after L after L, Kanye officially announced that he would be building a 100,000 acre city in the Middle East.
Really? Yo, how you gonna tell somebody to destroy your house and not paying for it? Come on, man. Come on, Kanye. You gotta do better, bro. Yeah, he get it.
Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, bought a $191 million mansion on the tallest hill on Hong Kong Island. It offers a beautiful view of the world's most unaffordable city. However, Mr. Ma might not be able to appreciate this view any longer because in late 2020 at an economic conference, he made the grave mistake of criticizing the Chinese government.
Whoa. Goes missing?
Jack Ma isn't dead, by the way. He ended up reappearing in China a few months later. Hopefully, Supreme Leader Xi Jinping let him keep his cool house. Michael Jordan's mansion.
Oh,
Could be
it's an
yours
S tier.
for $14,855,000. It's actually been on sale for over a decade. The main reason no one's buying it is
Shout out
because it's
MJ.
in Illinois. On top of that, a lot of the home's features are too unique to Jordan. Not many buyers.
Yeah, I about to say, and plus everything really is Michael Jordan, like the logos and all of that. It's engraved in the house. So yeah, I give on nobody want to buy it, but it's still an S tier house to me.
Front gates with someone else's jersey number, a theater with someone else's logo, and a basketball court with the names of someone else's kids. Marking your territory is effective for keeping people from eating your pizza and also keeping people from buying your house. Now to the average broke person like myself, having a $15 million house that's not selling might seem like an absolute disaster, but for Michael Jordan, he's probably not that worried. Solid D tier. Jeff Bezos launched Amazon.com from the garage of a house he was renting for $890 a month. He's now the 25th largest landowner in the United States.
Jeff has 25th largest landowner is wow.
Properties all across the country. His main home was a $10 million mansion in Washington until 2023 when he moved to Florida so he could be closer to his family and further from the IRS. He lives on a man-made island off the coast of Miami where he bought a $68 million mansion. 2 months later, he spent $79 million on the one next door.
The
It's a
heck?
pretty
He
shit
bought
place,
both
I'd
of
say
them?
B tier. But he's also
going
evading
A
taxes, so that
tier.
bumps him up to A tier. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman dropped
Oh,
300
I've heard of this dude before. He's like one of the richest people in the world, right?
evading taxes, so that bumps him up to A tier. Saudi
But
Crown
like he's a billionaire, but like he has like the liquid and the assets to back it up.
Mohammed bin Salman dropped 300 mil on a French chateau. It has a nightclub, a moat with an underwater aquarium, and modern technology that can all be controlled with an iPhone. The building might seem like a historic landmark, but it was actually built in 2009 by Saudi businessman Ahmad Khashoggi. The wealthy developer probably won't be doing business with the Crown Prince anytime soon, because in 2018, according to the CIA, the Crown Prince assassinated his cousin.
What? Okay, forget all that though. I'm talking about the house. I'm going S tier.
The Crown Prince ever link up again, that might be an awkward conversation. It's a pretty cool house though. Billionaires Row is a New York City neighborhood with the tallest and most expensive buildings in the world. The people that buy these apartments aren't buying apartments, they're investing in furnished capitalism.
The majority of people who are actually living here aren't actually living here. They're using these apartments for places to store value.
It's a brand. It's like a Birkin bag. Where do you live? 157. Where do you live? 111. Where do you live? 220.
In 2019, billionaire investor Ken Griffin bought 4 floors of 220 Central Park South for $238 million.
4 floors cost that much? Wow, man.
Most expensive real estate purchase in the United States. 220 holds the most desirable view in the city, being the only
oh my god, look at that view. That view is so nice, man. Oh my god.
Purchase
Was that really
in the
the real
United
view?
States. 220 holds the most desirable view in the city, being the only Billionaires Row tower located directly on Central Park. I mess with Ken Griffin, but I think $240 million for a concrete brick is a little bit too much. Bill Gates has a $150 million complex in Washington. It has an epic library with a manuscript written by Leonardo da Vinci. That's the only interior footage of his house on the internet. So some of the following visuals will be made with AI.
AI is a brilliant tool.
AI.
Bill Gates has a 60-foot indoor swimming pool. Inside of it is an underwater sound system. But that
60 foot? Why do you need that?
Bill Gates has a 60-foot indoor swimming pool. Inside of it is an underwater sound system, but that's nothing compared to his personal Lake Washington beach that has sand imported from the Caribbean. He also has a trampoline room, walls covered in screens, and his favorite tree that he monitors electronically 24 hours a day. There's some cool tech in this house. I'd say a solid B tier. In 2002, Larry Ellison, the co-founder of Oracle, got a letter from his accountant. It listed
that's the dude. That's the dude that used to own. Oracle was where the Warriors used to play, right? The NBA team. The Warriors.
Larry Ellison, the co-founder of Oracle, got a letter from his accountant. It listed a few of his expenses, like his $25 million villa in Japan, $194 million yacht, and $200 million Japanese temple in California. Larry's net worth at the time was $23 billion, but his accountant was still concerned. I'm worried, Larry. It's imperative that we start to budget and plan. New purchases should be kept.
Oracle CEO and billionaire Larry Ellison has just made a rather large investment or purchase. He's just bought the island of Lanai.
That's crazy how they said that his accountant told him we don't need to make no more big purchase. He going to buy a $500 million island. It's crazy.
Kim Kardashian bought a $20 million home in 2014 with her then husband Kanye West. They spent 3 years transforming it into what they described as a minimal monastery and what others described as an expensive psych ward. This house is a really cool art project.
I don't know what to think about that one. That house look wild. It's like too simplistic. Like I don't know. That would drive me crazy.
Now you're in the middle of this strange time where you're selling your houses. You say you don't want any material possessions, and
I'm slightly sad about it actually.
Uh-oh,
Elon.
Elon.
If you're sad about it, why are you doing it?
On May 1st of 2020, Elon Musk announced that he would be selling almost all physical possessions, including his homes. And he stayed true to his word, selling off each of his California mansions one by one. He then acquired a $50,000 tiny home.
Yeah, I knew he bought a tiny home, but I didn't know he sold all his actual mansions and houses. I didn't know that.
Possessions kind of weigh you down.
Wow.
Then they're kind of an attack vector. People say, "Hey, billionaire, you got all this stuff." I'm like, well, now I don't have stuff. Now what are you gonna do?
That's a real thing, though. That's
Elon's $50,000 tiny home is actually his guest house. His main home is a South Texas rental property. It's technically only worth $45,000, but he also spent $200,000 building an 8-foot fence around it and covering it with security cameras. Elon says he got rid of his stuff when he sold off his $100 million real estate portfolio, but considering that only accounts for 0.05% of his wealth, he still has a lot of stuff after all.
Alright, y'all. That's it for the video, man. Billionaire house tier list, man. That was a crazy great video. I love that video, man. I love seeing everybody's house. I did not know that Elon Musk sold all his houses though just to get just for to live in his guest tiny home. I did not know that. And build all the, I mean, what was the point of building all the fences though if you gonna do it? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all favorite one was, man. I know Michael Jordan house was my favorite house for a long time, but this was a good the dude from Saudi Arabia. I think that's where he's from. Can't think of his name, but that was a good one too. Y'all let me know what y'all favorite house was in the video. Let me know what y'all felt about the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Hope you had a great day, man. Till next time, it's your boy. I'm out.